Hi, this is Jeff Andrus at jeffandrus.com. You can call me Nanook of the North if you like. I just went outside and boy is it cold. It's so cold that it feels like it's kind of you can hang beef in here. Anyway, that's why I'm dressed up the way I am. I got back from California and I had 2 weeks there. And where my daughter lives, it's like close to 80 degrees today. This and for me today is our first snowfall of the season. It's beautiful, but it's cold. You would think that I'd want to go where it's 80 degrees because I'm a native Californian, and that's tempting. But I got to say, I don't want to be anywhere that's governed by Jerry Brown. I was there in the 70s when people would call him Governor Moonbeam. He didn't like to build things. He didn't because he believed in a small planet, and which is neat. If you're in a governor's mansion, you can believe in a small planet. He um, he also had a penchant for community organizers and university people, that kind of people who were trying to change the world to their socialist image, and he would give them grants. Uh, he would also just cave in to any pension demand, and that was the start of the problems that California has now. I don't know what California voters think, but here's the deal. I have a friend who's a pretty well known in financial circles, and I saw him last year on one of the business cable networks. And I called him and I said, "That sounded real positive for you, compared to private conversation." And he said, "Well, yeah, people who are economists and analysts, they're really careful about not wanting to cause a panic because the history of panics are that some of us just, you know, people passing on rumors and stuff like that." But I noticed that that was last year. Now this year, someone did a feature on him in Barron's magazine, and the takeaway is spend your money now because it's going to be worthless. Why isn't that a panic? Well, because it already exists. He's not. He's now just simply describing a situation. He's not causing a panic. When the Federal Reserve monetarized the debt, when it decided to print money to pay back on a debt that it can't be paid back the way they're doing it, we have just put ourselves in a situation like Greece. We're not there yet, but go in the grocery store. Everything's gone up because our money is going down, and we can thank our federal officials for that. I have a plan. I always have a plan. This is what they ought to do. One, all politicians should take a 20% cut in salary and in pensions. And their aides and all the flunkies and bureaucrats they have around them should take a 10% cut. That should be across the board. Also, it should apply retroactively. Now, remember in 1991 or 92, Clinton did that with the highest tax increase in U.S. history during peacetime. So this would be a retroactive pay and pension cut to the people who used to be in office. And I'm not vindictive. We just need to stop what we're doing. The reason we won't stop, though, is that our minds are darkened. I keep on saying this. Open up your Bible, go to Romans 1, how St. Paul describes the world is a description of the U.S. You have people with degrees after their names, all kinds of accomplishments and awards, well-read, etc., and so forth. And although they're smart, maybe IQ-wise, or glib, their minds are darkened. They don't have wisdom. Wisdom comes from God, and you can get it. You can find reflections of it in books and other things. I'm not saying don't read, but the people who sort of deny God are the ones who are really, spiritually speaking, are stupid. I was surprised to learn that America's corporate executives, a large portion of whom voted for Obama, were now disappointed because they didn't like his policies. The suspicion was that he was a socialist. Suspicion? You got to be out of your minds. These people run corporations, and they're know-nothing individuals, obviously, because they didn't do their research. You didn't have to go very far. Just pick up any old Chicago paper and read it. Read glowing, reports about Barack Obama when he was an Illinois legislator, and if you had your head screwed on right, you'd figure out who he was. You know, just like, is Jeremiah Wright, you know, in the church? Is he a racist? Yeah, he is. Some of this stuff is obvious. I mean, Time Magazine a couple months back, or not too long. Who reads it? I just saw it in the newsstand. It was something that was a question mark. Is America Islamophobic? I thought to myself, well, if we're not, we should be. I was in an airport. Not this last time. Excuse me. I just spit on the screen. I was in the airport, and I wanted to get a near beer, what we used to call near beer, a non-alcoholic beer. They carded me because that's the policy. You know, they pat me down because of my defibrillator. You know, feel my, hey, guy. You know, I love it when they say, "Do you mind if I touch your?" No, just as long as you kiss me. You know, that makes them kind of twitchy. But so they in the airport bar, I had to get be carded. Why don't we do profiling? Okay, I want profiling. I want people to look at me and say, yeah, it doesn't make any difference what race, creed, color he is. He's not ordering alcohol, so therefore we don't have to card him. And if someone comes in wearing, a turban with Arabic writing, tattooed, whatever, yeah, search him, but don't search, Lars from Norway. Save that for another time, because he's probably carrying drugs, right? But let's be reasonable. Who is? I forget her name. It's like an ice cream cone. Neapolitan, the head of Homeland Security. There is a nutcase. Do we need to be patted down? Not everyone needs to be patted down. When I'm on Israeli Airlines, that's a kick with me because I get searched, going and coming. And it doesn't make any difference that I, buy a flag and say shalom, or I don't know what you say. They say, hey, that's Jeff, let's get him. I don't mind that because that's a country under siege, and so are we, but we don't do it. We're not acting like it. Transportation safety people, look at them. Go into any federal building where you're going to deal with a bureaucrat, right? And that's what you got. I read, it was like in a paper, and it was a federal employee who looked, dumb as a box of bricks, and she was saying, yes, we do get paid more, but we deserve it because we know more. Boy, that's the attitude they all have, okay? Let's cut their salaries 50% right across the board. I've been off the internet for a month. It's been great. It's like a media fast. I feel clean. I feel like my mind isn't cluttered. Okay, ramble, cluttered. What's the difference? What I wanted to talk about, though, because I suddenly got a lot of email. I'm getting older, and I can promise to write to you and stuff like that, but it's going to take time. So in the meantime, I just want you to know that I'm still thinking about you. For example, Anna, I do remember your mother. Say hi to her, and I will answer your question in God knows when. Carrie in Alaska. I'm gonna build a fire with the furniture as soon as I'm finished here. But this is not Alaska. Carrie in Alaska. Yeah, I hope and pray you get back right to where it's warmer. And also Carrie and her husband Michael in Florida. It's beautiful there, but I got a 6-foot icicle outside. It's going to drop on my head, and you got cockroaches that are 3 inches long. I'll take this any day of the week. Oh, and Mark, get a hold of me because I can't do it through your new email address. I'm incompetent. And also Todd in Thailand. Say hello to Terry Tai. But more important, get a hold of me again because I need to know how to work Rapid Weaver. It's just. I need to talk to you. Maybe can we Skype? Can we do something interesting? Okay. What else? That's it. I don't have anything more to say and probably shouldn't. God bless and goodbye.